Today we're reviewing the new film Upgrade. Upgrade is something that I want everybody to heed my word about because I watched the trailers of this movie and I thought this is the stupidest thing since Hardcore Henry. Thinking that it was going to be kind of like that sort of style of action film, and what you get is actually still good action, but and also you get a really great sci-fi story, and it is a lot of fun, and it's really enthralling, and it makes you think, and it has been probably one of my favorite movies so far of this year since maybe Annihilation, and maybe there's a couple more on I'm missing out right now on, but I can't wait for everybody to see this movie because I'm just so excited about it. So the director is also the writer in this film, Lee Wannell. And what it's about is it's set in the near future, and a guy who is not really into the whole sort of robotics and technology scene is with his wife, and he's taking a car to a very brilliant guy's house, like a restorer or a collector. And on his way back, the car that they're in drives itself. It malfunctions, and what happens is the wife gets killed and he's left paralyzed. Now, this is all in the trailers, so I'm not spoiling anything. This happens within the first few minutes of the movie. What's so great about this? Well, obviously, then after that, it's about the guy whose wife is killed, and he goes on just a revenge train. And the thing is that this is different than all other revenge films that you've seen come out recently. Obviously, Murdered Wife, he wants to go on a rampage and kill people, but he's actually more than that. He's actually a very deep character. And what I love so much about the writing is that they're able to tell you so much about this guy within the first few minutes of the film without actually just being very subtle about everything. And that's what I really enjoyed about this movie. Not only that, but it had a lot of heart. In the first few minutes of this film, you see the wife maybe a couple of times. Next thing you know, all of a sudden, she's gone, and you're still feeling the effects of that. It has some really great themes. It makes you think about certain things as in regards to technology and, sort of finding your own oasis, and is it easier to lose yourself in a false world rather than a real world? Just the whole idea of going out on revenge, and just the gore and the grime of violence. And actually, it's really in your face with the violence, but I think for a very good reason. A la Rambo from 2008. So it's got some really cool things, really great sequences in it, and it has a lot. It takes bits and pieces of different movies that we've seen recently, like almost like a Jarvis from Iron Man with this really twisted John Wick style, and then all of a sudden you get some other like dreamlike sequences thrown in there, and it's almost like, wow, that's like, it kind of reminds me of Wizard of Oz in this weird way. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really great. The main character of this film is basically Logan Marshall Green. He's basically a poor man's Tom Hardy. This guy, he kind of acts and looks like him, especially in this film. But yeah, he's really great in it. I think he does a fantastic job. There is some other guy in there that they have such very unique looking people in this, and they give off such great performances. Harrison Gilbertson is this guy, Aaron, who's this very brilliant guy who makes all this tech, and he's great. He looks like Dane DeHaan. It's weird. It's really weird. And then you got this guy, Benedict Hardy, who's also a very unique looking guy. And to me, I was not expecting upgrade to be this thought provoking and this in depth. And I really want people to go out there and check it out because I think it's worth your time. It's worth the money. To see this movie. And the best part is it's like an hour and a half. It's like an hour and 25 minutes of your time, but it's action packed. And like I said, it keeps you thinking, it keeps you guessing, it keeps you inside of the whole story. And that's due to the writing. I think the direction does a really great job. There are a couple times in the movie where you're kind of like, well, why would he do this? And you start questioning maybe a little bit the motivations or even the actions of some of the characters, some which I don't want to give away right now. But yeah, it's really spectacular. It's really fun. Go check it out. Let me know what you think about it. Like, subscribe, comment. Sorry for the really creepy kind of in-depth look at my face and my beautiful movies. I already said like, subscribe, comment. I didn't give you a star rating. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 4 stars right now. I think I'm gonna check this out. I'm gonna check this movie out more and more, and I'm really, really excited to see it. Just kind of a condensed version of what I really feel like. Maybe I can get one of the other Real Frame of Mind guys on here, and we can talk a little bit more in depth about this one. Check out the solo video. Like, subscribe, comment. I hope you can deal with that angle and that lighting and everything that's so bad about that. But we got Damon back, and that's all that fucking matters. Peace.